In this video, we will show you how to replace your power steering pressure line on this Ford Ranger. This will be located inside of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. A quick note, it's a good idea to make sure that you flush out your power steering system with the manufacturer's specified fluid. Once you've done so, remove as much of that fluid as possible from the system. You can just take that cap and set it aside for now. At this point, we'll follow our power steering lines down to where they connect onto the power steering rack. You'll find that they're held in place with a stud and a 13mm mounting nut. Remove the mounting nut and remove the lines from the power steering rack. Before you remove any lines, make sure you put a collection bucket under the area. This mounting nut off of here. You do want to make sure you give the hardware a close inspection. You will be reusing it. So we've got our pressure line here. This is going to make its way all the way down to the power steering rack. The pressure line is the one that goes down along the bottom, and it has the bracket on it here. At this point, what we will want to do is take hold of that pressure line. You'd want to give it a little wiggle and pull it straight out and away from the power steering rack. If it feels as though it's stuck in place, which is common, go ahead and give it a little bit of light vibration to help break it free. There we are. Now we can start disconnecting our power steering pressure switch. Along each side of the connector, squeeze on the locking tabs and pull it out of place. Now we'll use our 15mm to break the sensor free from the power steering line. Now that we have that out of the way, we'll follow that pressure line up to where it connects onto the power steering pump. Use an 18mm. We can remove the line from the pump. Make sure you're holding onto the line as you finish removing this from the pump so it doesn't fall down. There we are. Let's pull this up and out of here. There it is, friend. Let's continue on to cleaning and inspecting the mounting points here. Got the one in the bottom of the power steering pump where we just removed the line. And then we'll also clean the area on the power steering rack. Okay, let's prepare to install our brand new power steering pressure line. When doing so, the first thing that we will do is inspect each end. We need to confirm that we do have the gasket in place. If the white gasket here is not on place on the threaded end, you can continue on with installing it. You may find that you have a hard time pressing it onto this area. If you need to soften it, use a glass of hot water, let it soak for approximately 5 minutes, and it should easily stretch over this area. Once you have this gasket in place, continue on to your rubber O-ring. That goes onto the smaller side of the line. We'll just take this and bring it right into the groove here. Try not to drop it, obviously. There we are. Double check to make sure it's seated all the way around. Now we can start putting this in place. Make sure you lubricate the O-ring that slides into the power steering rack. We'll bring this down. Let's start it into the bottom of the pump first. Just make sure this is nice and tight. You should still have a little bit of movement pivoting wise, but it should definitely not pull down and out of the power steering pump. Let's continue on to the pressure switch. For the pressure switch, you always want to make sure you remove the original O-ring. We'll replace that with a brand new one. That should come with the kit. Once you have that in place, we can go ahead and take this and put it into the pressure line. Start it in by hand and snug it up. Double check to make sure that's secure. Reconnect your electrical connector. Press it in, listen for a click from both sides, give it a little tug to make sure that's completely secure. Now we can make our way down to where it connects onto the power steering rack. Now once you feel as though you have that completely pressed in, double check the other line. Make sure that's pressed in as well. There we are, that line's definitely in as well. Then continue on with your bracket. We'll slide it in place over each of the lines and the stud. Now we can start on that 13mm headed mounting nut and snug it up. Once you have that snug, we'll torque it to 26 foot-pounds. Now, next thing we'll do is clean up our mess down in this lower area. At this point, we can start filling our power steering system. You'll notice along the side of the power steering reservoir, you have a small chart. We want to make sure that we top off the power steering fluid with the manufacturer specified fluid, which is Mercon 5 ATF transmission fluid. At this point, the next thing we'll do is safely raise and support the front of the vehicle so both front wheels are off the ground. In the passenger compartment, we'll take that steering wheel and go completely from one side all the way over to the other, and then continue repeating this process several times. While doing so, you also want to make your way out in here every once in a while and double check that fluid level. You'll find air bubbles make their way up and out, and fluid makes its way down. Keep on topping it off, continue this process until you see no more air bubbles coming out of the system. After that, double check to make sure you're topped off, start up the vehicle, and make sure the level's completely topped off and close the lid. At this point, I'm sure I've burped out all the air in the system. We'll just top it off up to the maximum line. Go a little bit more here. Okay, go ahead and start up the vehicle. Let it run for a little while, make sure you don't hear any noises, and double check for leaks. After that, you can go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.